Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. So we're back on the 23 CVO. We replaced the 5x7s with the Harley 6x9s, so it's still all factory. We went to the dealer, had Anthony program it for us. And the bike sounds really, really good. So the bike's not loud, it's not gonna match anything aftermarket, but for factory, this is the best factory setup I've ever heard in my life. So the really simple, it took like 5-10 minutes to program at the dealer. It's actually a drop-down menu, and this is only for the 23 and newer CVO, because the only speaker, it's the only bike that you fit a 6x9 from factory into the lids. So we got the Harley 6x9, so it's the Harley Davidson audio powered by Rockford Fosgate 6x9. So the bike comes with stage 2. This upgrades you to stage 3. Same amplifier, it just gets programmed to send different frequencies to the 6x9, and it's a world of difference. At really low volume, the bike has a ton of mid-bass. Then they did something differently on this setup than they did on the older setups. Number one complaint we used to get from clients is as soon as they start the bike, all the bass disappears, no matter what volume you're on. So it's something we used to do where clients would come in, we would flash the bike to get rid of that feature, because sometimes you have the bike running, idling, you're not even riding it yet, you're not getting up in RPMs, there's no need to taper off the bass. Harley did something different this year on the bike. It keeps all the bass, no matter whether the bike is running or not. As long as you stay below 60% volume, it gives you 100% of the bass. Then as you increase in volume, it gradually rolls out the bass to keep you from blowing the rear speakers at highway speeds. So I like that they did it this way, because it doesn't really matter that the bike's running or not. If you're not moving really fast, you're not gonna have the volume up really high, so there's no need to reduce the output. So client would be sitting in front of the shop idling, just start the bike, and all the bass would go away. That doesn't happen on this one. It isn't until you go 60, 70, 80% volume that it starts tapering down the bass to protect you from blowing the back speakers. So I'm gonna show you on the screen. I'm gonna do it with the 6x9s disconnected. That way I can actually speak over and show you what's going on the screen. And I'm gonna do it with the 6x9s connected so you can hear it while you see it on the graph on the screen right there. So what you're gonna be seeing on the screen is gonna be running pink noise, which shows you how much mid, bass, treble the bike's putting out. It's a flat graph. And you're gonna see at low volumes, the bike has a ton of mid bass. Like the mid bass is gonna be on the left-hand side of the screen. And I have two RTAs running. I have the dot matrix RTA and the computer-based RTA. So you're gonna see on the left of the screen on both of them is bass. You're gonna notice at low volume, the bike has a lot more bass than it has highs. Then as the volume increases, you're gonna notice the bass stays the same, and then the highs come up a lot higher and overpower the bass. So you don't get any more bass once you pass 60% volume. So as the bass goes up at 60% volume, it stays there, and then the highs come and overpower it as you get louder, and the bass does not increase. This keeps you from blowing the 6x9s. I like the way they did it this year, because it was kind of annoying in the previous years. As soon as you start the bikes, all the bass goes away. You could be doing 4 miles an hour, all the bass is gone. So I like it this way a lot better. So if you're riding down the street and there's not a lot of wind noise and you don't need to get the volume above 50%, or your bass stays with you. Happy the way Harley did that. Great job, guys. Now let's hop and take some measurements so you can see what's going on.
this is
All right. So we're going from a stage 2 to a stage 3.
firing too, or just
I think there's only one option for the firing. See what's in the drop down?
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
only one option.
Next. Go back, see if it shows it that way. Next. Stage 3.
Perfect.
Should be good.
5 minutes. So Harley added a feature. The battery voltage is low. You get a battery light on the dash. It will not let you increase the volume of the stereo. Look at that. So until you start the bike, it wants to make sure it saves the most amount of current possible, so you're still able to ride. It will let you lower the volume. It will not let you raise the volume. Great feature. Now we're gonna go ahead and start it up.
Them day kind of boys ride shims with the pipes out, and they got to put a pipe out. My question is,
Bass. Bass. As we increase the volume, okay, more bass than highs. Bass, highs. Now we're going to do it with the speakers disconnected. We have the bike running now. As you can see, the bass is still there. Mid-volume setting. Really good bass. Now we're going to turn the volume up, and you're going to notice it gets a lot louder, but all the bass goes away, or it basically remains the same. So the feature that Harley added to keep the 6 lines from blowing up is a great factory feature, but it's something we're gonna have a problem with as we start doing aftermarket audio on the new CVOs and the newer Harley Davidson bikes going forward as we move forward into 2024. So as of now, when we start building audio on these bikes, in order, since we can't program these radios yet, we don't have access through techno research to get in and disable the feature or reflash the radio. So we have to tune it so half volume is going to be our max undistorted output. So we're going to have to build these, catch signal from the factory amplifier since we can't bypass it yet, run into our DSP, and then we're going to set the half volume as technically our max volume. So if we're doing a 3,000 watt system, it's going to do 3,000 watts at half volume. That way we avoid the roll off that happens at higher volumes. But as a factory feature, it's amazing and it works good for the factory setup. Now we're going to dive into it and see what we can do with the aftermarket.